So guys, what's going on? I hope you guys are well. So some of you have asked for my opinion on about Amir Khan calling out Oscar De La Hoya. To be honest, I don't know what to really say, because when Amir Khan first called out De La Hoya, I saw that tweet, and I was like, maybe he's probably just messing around, just joking, because De La Hoya has said he's gonna come back. But then I saw him give an interview with Fight Hype as well, and he seems quite serious. I don't know. I don't know whether he's serious or he's doing this for a laugh. I don't know. I genuinely don't know. But I think I'm not for it, if I'm honest with you. A 47-year-old guy that's not fought for almost a decade. You know, I don't know. I just think that Amir Khan, there's other fights out there which he could fight, he'd be seen deemed as respectable for him, and it will do something for his career, i.e. Broner, Brook. You know, there's still fights out there for him. You know, Austin Trout was calling him out as well recently. That would be a good win and a good name on his resume if he could win against Trout. But calling out De La Hoya, I don't see, even if he beats De La Hoya, what does that do for your career? How does that tee up? It just gets to the point where I think it's the hunger. I don't know whether the hunger's there now to win world titles. You know, is it just about, I don't know. I don't know what it's about, because I'm not even going to say about the money, because there's other fights out there that he could have for big paydays, i.e. Broner, i.e. Brook. Even a Trout fight, he's not going to get small money for it. So I'm just a little confused. I don't know, because I don't like the fight against a 47-year-old, because I don't see what credit are you going to get if you beat a 47-year-old. Even though De La Hoya was a legend, you're not going to get any credit for beating a guy that's been so inactive. So I don't get that. I don't get why Amir Khan's called out De La Hoya. I don't see, maybe, I don't know. I don't have a clue, to be honest with you, and I don't know what to say, but I think Amir Khan should look for a fight against Broner. I don't know why there's not been a lot of talk about this fight. I think it makes a lot of perfect sense for both guys, just because where they are in their careers. I think it makes perfect sense. I don't know why there hasn't been a lot more talk about this fight. You know, it just makes a lot of sense. And also, if Khan was able to beat Broner, it tees him up for a bigger fight, like i.e. a Pacquiao. A De La Hoya fight, it doesn't tee you up for anything. It's against a 47-year-old man. You know, and it's not a real fight. You know, I just don't look at it as a real fight. You know, fighting an old 47 guy that's completely past his best, not fought for a very long time. It just doesn't make any sense to me. I think Amir Khan should look for a fight against Broner. I just think it makes perfect sense. I'm not for this De La Hoya. I think boxing is starting to become a little bit of a joke now, where you're seeing all these 50-year-olds come out, and it's not going to be, I don't think we're a million miles away when a 50-year-old calls out a young guy and actually fights a young. I don't think we're far away. Actually, Tyson Fury was talking about fighting Mike Tyson in a little exhibition. I just think it's just not a good look for boxing. I just don't think it's a good look, if I'm honest with you. And like I said, I don't think Amir Khan's anywhere near his best. I think he's past his best. But I still think Amir Khan's got enough in him to be fighting at respectable level. And fighting Oscar De La Hoya, for me, is not a respectable level, in the sense that, yes, De La Hoya is a legend, but De La Hoya is 47. He hasn't fought for ages. When you've got fights out there with guys like Broner, Brook, that would probably love to fight you. So I still think Amir Khan's got fights in him. Obviously, he needs to choose his opponents wisely, not just jump in there with Spence or jump in there with killers, because he's not at that stage in his career. He needs to pick his fights wisely. But fighting De La Hoya would be, I don't know, you just get a lot of stick for it. As if you've seen the reaction online, the reaction online has been really bad. And to be honest, you can't even defend it. I can't, as a Khan fan, come here out and defend him wanting to fight De La Hoya, because it just doesn't make any sense. He's a 47-year-old. You know, so, and Amir Khan's 33. You know, yes, Amir Khan's not at his best now either, but he's been active, he's been fighting, he's younger, he's 33. De La Hoya is 47. So, I don't like the fight. I think there's other fights out there for Amir Khan, like Broner, like Brook. So I just think I'm not for I'm not for the De La Hoya fight, if I'm honest with you. But as a boxing fan, and you guys are boxing fans as well, you'll probably watch it. If it gets made, we'll watch it because we're boxing fans. But talking about it now, I just don't want to see him fight De La Hoya. I think it makes no sense whatsoever. No sense for his career. Like, if he's got a couple of fights left, what does a win over De La Hoya do? Because no one's going to say, oh, well, he beat De La Hoya. Everyone knows that you beat a 50-year-old, almost near 50. So, nah, I think he needs to fight. I think he needs to fight Broner or Brook. I think either one of those fights. I think the Broner fights makes a lot of sense because I think he wins that fight quite comfortably even now, and that tees him up for a bigger fight. And the Broner fight's a big money fight, right? So I personally, I think that's the fight he should be looking to make. I think it's a great fight for him. I don't know what you guys think, but leave your thoughts. Let me know what you think in the comment section below, guys. And guys, remember to please like, share, subscribe to my channel. I'll see you guys in the next video.